The news arrived like a long-lost message in a bottle. In February 2022, Netflix confirmed it. A live-action film adaptation of the iconic BioShock game was truly happening. For years, fans had dreamt of this. They had hoped to see the underwater city of Rapture brought to life. The game, a titan of interactive storytelling, left a deep mark. Its unique atmosphere and profound themes echoed long after the credits rolled. Now, the prospect of a cinematic journey into those Art Deco halls filled many with excitement. The challenge, however, would be immense. Translating such a rich, player-driven experience to the silver screen is a monumental task, one that carries the weight of immense expectation from a dedicated global fan base. At the helm of this ambitious project stands director Francis Lawrence. His name is familiar from grand-scale productions like the Hunger Games series. Lawrence brings a keen eye for world building. He understands how to create immersive environments. His task is to translate the eerie beauty and decaying grandeur of Rapture. This underwater dystopia is a character in itself. Lawrence's vision will be crucial in capturing its unique blend of 1940s optimism and horrifying collapse. He must guide audiences through its flooded corridors and neon-lit terrors. The success of the adaptation will heavily rely on his ability to translate the game's distinct visual and thematic language into a compelling cinematic narrative. The script for this underwater saga has seen some evolution. Initially, Michael Green, known for his work on Blade Runner 2049 and Logan, was attached. His involvement signaled a serious, thoughtful approach. Later, it was announced that Justin Rhodes would be redrafting the screenplay. Rhodes has experience with action and science fiction, including Terminator Dark Fate. Such changes are not uncommon in Hollywood. They often reflect a refinement of vision or a new direction. The script must capture BioShock's intricate plot, its philosophical questions, and its memorable characters. It needs to be more than just a sequence of events. It must breathe with the game's soul. The film will reportedly adapt the original 2007 BioShock game. This is the story that started it all. It introduced players to the failed utopia of Rapture. Conceived by the objectivist industrialist Andrew Ryan, Rapture was meant to be a haven, a place free from government and religious oversight. But paradise drowned. The game follows Jack, a man whose plane crashes in the Atlantic. He discovers a lighthouse. This lighthouse is the secret entrance to Rapture. What he finds below is a city consumed by civil war and genetic mutation. The narrative is a chilling exploration of ideology, power and free will, themes that resonate deeply. Director Francis Lawrence himself acknowledged the inherent difficulties. In a May 2025 interview, he stated, "It's a tricky adaptation." He recognized the many elements that need careful consideration. Getting BioShock right is paramount. The game's narrative is deeply intertwined with player choice and exploration. These are aspects not easily replicated in a linear film format. The philosophical underpinnings, the moral ambiguity of characters like Andrew Ryan and Atlas demand a nuanced touch. It's a delicate balance. The film must honor the source material's intelligence. It must avoid becoming a shallow, action-focused spectacle. The soul of BioShock lies in its ideas as much as its splicers and big daddies. This is not the first attempt to bring Rapture to the big screen. A previous BioShock film was planned for release around 2011. Gore Verbinski, director of Pirates of the Caribbean, was set to direct. He envisioned an R-rated epic. The budget was reportedly around $200 million. Verbinski's vision was grand, aiming for a faithful, dark and visually stunning adaptation. However, he departed the project in August 2009. Budgetary concerns were cited as the primary reason. The studio was hesitant about the high cost combined with the R rating. This earlier, aborted attempt serves as a cautionary tale. It highlights the financial and creative hurdles involved in adapting such a beloved and complex property. In July 2024, news emerged that the current Netflix adaptation faced its own financial recalibration. The film's budget was significantly scaled back. This decision was attributed to a regime change at Netflix. Dan Lin took over from Scott Stuber as the head of Netflix's film division. Such shifts in leadership often lead to re-evaluations of ongoing projects. The streaming landscape is constantly evolving. Studios are becoming more cautious with large investments. This budget adjustment undoubtedly presented new challenges for Lawrence and his team. They had to rethink their approach to bringing the vast, detailed world of Rapture to cinematic life under new constraints. Producer Roy Lee shed some light on these changes. He stated the project was reconfigured. It would now be a more personal film. He described it as a much smaller version than perhaps initially envisioned. This doesn't necessarily spell doom. Sometimes tighter constraints can foster greater creativity. A more personal film might focus intensely on character development. It could delve deeper into the psychological horror aspects of BioShock. Rather than relying on sprawling visual effects, it might emphasize atmosphere and suspense. This shift could lead to a more intimate and perhaps even more unsettling portrayal of Jack's descent into the madness of Rapture, focusing on the human drama within the decaying utopia. As of May 2025, the BioShock movie remains in a state of development. No official release date has been announced. Fans have yet to see a trailer or any official stills. The journey from green light to premiere is often a long one. Pre-production involves meticulous planning, from finalizing the script to designing sets and costumes. Given the unique aesthetic of BioShock, this phase is particularly crucial. The anticipation builds with each passing month. The creative team is undoubtedly working hard behind the scenes. They are piecing together the puzzle of how to best present this underwater nightmare. The silence from the production can be both exciting and nerve-wracking for eager fans awaiting their first glimpse. Casting news is always a hot topic for anticipated adaptations. So far, no official announcements have been made regarding who will portray iconic characters like Jack, Atlas, or Andrew Ryan. However, in March 2025, actor Jack Quaid, known for his role in The Boys, expressed strong interest. During a Reddit AMA session, he called BioShock one of his favorite games of all time. He enthusiastically stated he would love to be involved. While this is merely an expression of interest, it ignites fan speculation. Netflix has not commented on Quaid's potential involvement. The casting choices will be critical in bringing these complex characters to believable life on screen. A key element in this adaptation is the collaboration between Netflix and the game's creators. Take-Two. Interactive, the parent company of 2K Games, is directly involved. 2K Games published the BioShock series. Their participation is vital. It helps ensure a degree of faithfulness to the source material. The game developers hold the deepest understanding of BioShock's lore, its themes, and its intricate world-building. Their input can guide the filmmakers. It can help them avoid pitfalls and capture the essence of what made the game so special. This partnership aims to merge cinematic storytelling expertise with the rich narrative tapestry woven by the game designers. The involvement of gaming companies in film adaptations is becoming increasingly common. It reflects a desire to protect their valuable intellectual properties. It also shows an ambition to expand their franchises to new audiences. A successful film can introduce BioShock to people who've never played the games. This, in turn, can boost interest in the existing games and any future installments. The next BioShock game is reportedly in development at 2K's Cloud Chamber Studios, though it's still in early stages. A well-received movie could create a synergistic effect, benefiting both the film and the gaming franchise, provided the collaboration is harmonious and respects the original creation. For longtime fans of the BioShock games, the movie holds immense potential appeal. The prospect of seeing Rapture's stunning Art Deco architecture fully realized on a grand cinematic scale is thrilling. Imagining the imposing presence of Big Daddies, the eerie calls of Little Sisters, and the deranged splicers in live action is captivating. Fans will listen keenly for iconic lines and musical cues. They will hope to relive the story's powerful moments in a new format. Of course, with great anticipation comes the fear of disappointment. The hope is for an adaptation that is both faithful to the spirit of the game and a compelling film in its own right. The BioShock movie also has the potential to enchant entirely new audiences. Those unfamiliar with the games could be drawn in by its unique premise: an underwater city, a failed utopia, a society torn apart by genetic modification and philosophical extremism. These are potent ingredients for a captivating story. The film can introduce viewers to BioShock's complex characters and its thought-provoking themes about choice, freedom, and the nature of humanity. If done well, the movie could serve as a gateway. It could inspire newcomers to explore the rich world of the BioShock games, expanding the franchise's reach and legacy to a broader cultural consciousness. The more personal and much smaller version approach, necessitated by budget adjustments, might offer unexpected benefits. It could lead to a film that prioritizes psychological depth and character-driven narrative over sheer spectacle. This focus might allow for a more intense exploration of Jack's harrowing journey. The claustrophobic, decaying environment of Rapture is perfectly suited for a suspenseful, atmospheric thriller. A smaller scale could mean a tighter story, one that delves into the philosophical horror at the heart of Andrew Ryan's failed dream. This could result in a film that is both intellectually stimulating and deeply unsettling, capturing the true horror of Rapture. The path to bringing BioShock to the screen is fraught with challenges. The tricky adaptation label is well earned. The shrunken budget adds another layer of complexity. Yet, there is reason for cautious optimism. Francis Lawrence is an experienced director. The involvement of Take-Two and 2K Games suggests a commitment to the source material. The enduring power of BioShock's story, its atmosphere, and its ideas remains undeniable. The question lingers, will the film successfully immerse us in the terrifying beauty of Rapture? We can only wait and hope that when the time comes, we will indeed choose to watch this cinematic dive into the abyss.